All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all that's Staten Island, my homebro Brooklyn. Back at another video. I know it's been a long while. I apologize for that, but we're back at it because some kind of breaking news. It was announced that Skip Bayless is going to be leaving Undisputed by the end of the summer. You see right here, Skip Bayless leaving Undisputed in FS1 bombshell in the New York Post. It is the end of an era at FS1. Skip Bayless is leaving his role as co-host of Undisputed as the network after 8 years. The Post has learned his final show will be later this summer. Bayless referred to the Post to Fox Sports PR, which declined to comment. It is the second consecutive summer that one of the pillars of the program has departed, as Shannon Sharp left following the NBA Finals last year. The new iteration, which featured a rotating group of panelists with Bayless, including Keyshawn Johnson, who was on just about every day, Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, Rachel Nichols, and Paul Pierce did not capture audiences successfully as Bayless and Sharp debating one-on-one for each brief 7 years had. And look, I hate to be that guy, but I saw this coming. I saw the Shannon thing coming for basically about a year before it happened. I did a videos on that. I'll put links in the description down below. And the Bayless thing, look, I stopped. I watched Undisputed initially when it premiered. Well, excuse me, when it premiered with Keyshawn and Sherm and Michael Irvin. Then I stopped watching. Like, you know what, this ain't it. And I knew that the show wasn't gonna last long. After that news came out that they were struggling to get 50,000 viewers, they were getting like 48,000 viewers. I knew, okay, this show's gonna end after the finals. I said to people in real time, what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna wait till after the finals, because after the finals we go into the dog days of the sports year. You know, normally for all you who watch these sports debate shows, normally guys like Skip and Shannon and Stephen A. Smith and so on, they go on vacation because there's nothing to talk about in their eyes. There's nothing to talk about. You know, after the draft, after free agency, you know, they normally go on vacation. You know, because they don't talk about baseball. They don't talk about baseball. You know, even though this is an Olympic year, you know, they don't talk about baseball or the Olympics as much. In the Olympics, the Summer Olympics only come around every 4 years. They don't talk about the Winter Olympics. So normally around this time of year they go on vacation. So I knew around this time they were probably going to pull the plug on Undisputed. Come to find out they're going to keep Undisputed and just Skip is just leaving. It was going to be an uphill climb as Sharp was arguably as compelling a debate foe for Bayless as Stephen A. Smith had been on First Take during his time at ESPN. The show took a couple months off last summer following Trump's departure and never regained the momentum. It never was. Even if they came back, you know, even if they had found an apropos replacement for Shannon, they were never gonna, Skip and Shannon had great chemistry, and Shannon is, very entertaining. Like, even though he's very emotional and he's a toxic LeBron fag boy, he's a very entertaining dude to listen to. When it returned, the format was a little bit wonky as instead of a moderator, a role formerly fulfilled by Joy Taylor, Jenny Taft, and Jen Hale, Bayless introduced the topic and then might be the fourth person to chime in with his opinion. Yeah, he obviously tried to copy what Stephen A. Smith did, but Skip I don't think Skip doesn't have the personality that Stephen A. Has. You know, he's not as engaging, and plus, bringing in 3 or 4 people. I mean, Stephen A. Sometimes it'll be like Stephen A. Shannon, and maybe during football season, Dan Orlowski and Kimberly Martin, but Dan O. and Kimberly don't have as big of personalities as Stephen A. Smith and Shannon does. So Skip doesn't have a big enough. His personality is as big as Keyshawn or Irv or definitely not Irv, Michael Irvin or Richard Sherman. He tried to copy that and it didn't work. Undisputed's rating numbers were also hurt on the margins as Craig Carton's lead-in show has not yet reached the metrics that First Things First had in the early morning before it got moved to mid-afternoon, following the herd with Colin Cowherd. Yeah, honestly, they should pull the plug on Undisputed as a whole. No, don't look for somebody to replace Skip. Just pull the plug as a whole and give First Things First out in this Undisputed slot. Or give First Things First out in Undisputed slot, move Undisputed to the First Things First slot. While Cowherd and Bayless were warned by colleagues that they would get lost leaving ESPN for FS1 in 2015 and 16 respectively, both were successful in making the shift as digital platforms like YouTube, X, and Instagram made their audiences portable beyond linear TV. It is expected Undisputed will continue without Bayless. I might watch an episode to see how that looks, but I have a feeling that won't work. Anyway, elsewhere on the network, First Things First and Speak are expected to expand by a half hour each to fill the time vacated by Race Hub, the NASCAR show whose run ended after 13 years in June. And you guys, my comments on my channel, watch that show. I don't watch NASCAR like that. Anyway, former Post columnist Andrew Marchand reported in 2021 that Bayless had signed a 4-year deal with F1 worth $32 million. Now, initially, I'll admit this. Initially, I thought they were going to let Skip's contract run out until it expired, which was next calendar year. But after those piss poor ratings came out, again, they were struggling to get 50,000 viewers. I was like, okay, nah, this show's going to be over after the finals. Cowher, who was the first-time building block for the iteration of F1, is also a free agent following the football season. See what happens with Cowherd. That seems to be it. But yeah, it's the end of an era. Fox Sports 1. I mean, a lot of people will point to that argument with Tom Brady. You know, where Skip said, "Put your glasses back on," and so on and so forth. Look, I saw it coming even before that. Again, I did a video on that. I put the link into the description down below. But they kept having very heated and personal arguments over Baker Mayfield and Tom Brady throughout the course of 2022, and I was like, nah, bro, this is happening way too much. I don't think this show is going to last much longer. And people said I was being crazy, I was being emotional. They accused me of being emotional and as just television. I'm like, okay. Then to come to find out, oh my gosh, Shannon's leaving Undisputed. Like, told you so. I hate to be that guy, but told you so. But yeah. Did any of you guys in the comment section see this coming? Just like me, did you guys see this coming? I knew this wasn't gonna last much longer. No, very unfortunate, but I don't think it's gonna be the end of Skip Bayless. I think he's gonna keep doing his little podcast of the Skip Bayless show on YouTube. I don't watch it, but he's plugged it so many times. Even when Shannon was on, he was plugging his little podcast, so on and so forth. But honestly, it's time for Skip to retire anyway. He's in his early 70s. He's got millions of dollars in the bank. He should be good, but I don't think this will be the end of him. I think he'll keep doing his little YouTube podcast. But anyway, so what you guys think in the comment section down below. Click the like button, subscribe to Young Brother Girl on YouTube. Once again, I'll put the link in the description down below on my initial video, Skip and Shannon. And I'll see you all.